We talked about this earlier in the week. Jerry Jeudy, whose accomplishments on the field, not even close to what Brandon Aiyuk has done, getting $18 million a year from the Browns. Here's Aiyuk at $14 million and change in his fifth-year option. Second-team All-Pro, far better than Deebo Samuel as a receiver. Remember when they paid Deebo Samuel? It was because they've been using him as a running back as well, and then they trade for Christian McCaffrey. I don't really understand that from the 49ers. You know, for a team that has been so damn good since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch arrived, they do some weird things at times. They do some confusing things. They finally got the quarterback position figured out. But, you know, at some point, they're going to have to pull off the Band-Aid on Deebo Samuel and give that money to Brandon Aiyuk. And I really do believe they'd like to hold those four core offensive players. I don't mean to slight Trent Williams. I mean quarterback skill position players. And you have Christian McCaffrey, too. I'm surprised Christian McCaffrey hasn't started saying, maybe we need to take a closer look at what I bring to the table here. Maybe I need a contract adjustment as I get closer to the point where I'm not going to be playing at the same level I've been playing at. He's the touchdown scoring machine for the San Francisco 49ers. So I understand where Aiyuk's coming from. 30 to 32 million, I don't know about that. See, the problem is, I think in today's NFL, as we see the receiver position become more like the running back position where you can throw a stone in the draft and hit a guy who can come in and be coached into being a great contributor. They're everywhere. At the receiver position, I think you're going to have a couple of guys, leave that up, a couple of guys at the very top who deserve it. And Justin Jefferson is going to invade that club. And Jamar Chase is going to invade that club. And Tyreek Hill's 30 isn't a real 30. It's a Fugazi 30 with a huge final year that drives the average to 30. It is true BS, aimed only at allowing Tyreek Hill to say I make $30 million a year when he'll never make $30 million a year, ever. But that's the high watermark for now in new money average on a contract. Who is going to surpass that? I don't think Brandon Aiyuk can get to 30, at least not now. And there's value to him in letting Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase set the next bar, and then you try to come in somewhere under it. Either way, if I'm Brandon Aiyuk, I'm not inclined to set foot on a football field this year until I get my contract. And I can see why right now, because this is the time of year where guys get paid, and you see Jerry Jeudy getting $18 million a year, and you're like, wait a minute, I've done everything that's been expected of me. I've put in 4 years, and I'm not getting my reward. But he's in the same boat that Justin Jefferson's in, and they were drafted at about the same spot in the 20s. It was, and I remember this is all part of the Jordan Love narrative. The Packers wanted Justin Jefferson. He was gone. Then they wanted Brandon Aiyuk. The 49ers traded up with the Colts to get Aiyuk. That's how they landed on Jordan Love. You may have all three guys end up being great players in the NFL. But both Jefferson and Aiyuk waiting for their second contracts. I think the Vikings, as much as they want to pay Justin Jefferson, I think the 49ers want to wait a year and then pay Brandon Aiyuk. But they don't want to do it now. They may have to go ahead and do it now because he's clearly not thrilled with the current state of affairs. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.